Ginger, you need to lay down, girlfriend. Come here. Did Daddy fix that where you can't get out? Yep. Oh, fan. Fantastic. I'm gonna kill him. Oh well. Hello, folks. Hey, Christy. Hey, Teresa. How's it going? Well, if I didn't have my alarm set, I wouldn't have known either, Teresa, because I was out working in the yard. That's why I'm so hot. Now I've got to pick up all my seeds because as David was leaving the house, he knocked the whole container over and they're all in the floor. I got a lot of work to do. The house looks like a disaster area. I mean, disaster. And, you know, now that I got me a back brace, I got a belt to carry everything around in. Crazy hot, chaotic day. I want you guys to know it is already 82 degrees here, and it will be 84 very soon. It is climbing very fast, and I am burning up. It's pouring rain there. Wow. I could definitely use some rain. Send it my way. I've been watering. I hate watering with the reclaimed water, but hey, it's better than not having anything. Cleaning and up potting plants. Also done a video just now. Collab with Bub. Oh, cool. I am trying to make some videos, and I'm trying to watch some videos. I got two videos up that I'm watching. One is David's video of him that I made for him, of him shaving off his beard and everything. I hate it. 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 Truly, I hate it. I can't stand. Every time I look at him, I'm just like, I just have to shake my head and laugh. Not only does he look like his father, but I can see every little expression that he does, and I don't like it because I know I'm reading his mind, and I don't like it. It is an open collab on tips for these hard times. Oh, cool. And I may join into that. I'm telling you, it's hot here. I need a cold shower, I think. Yes, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Even when I kiss him, even when I close my eyes, it's still not the same because I don't have all that fuzz I'm kissing. And I'm waiting to see what the kids say. You know, I don't have any of the kids because their mama's not working, and I don't know what Brian's kids or anybody's going to say either because none of them have seen him either. Hey, Holly, how's it going, honey? But it is hotter than Hades here. And just like, I mean, I've been outside working all morning and I'm drenched, soaking wet. My clothes are sticking to me. It's a nice day here. I'm ready to get outside in a little bit. Too muddy to do anything, though. Girl. I don't know. Oh, talking about muddy and stuff like that. I'm doing well, Holly. I'm doing really good. Thanks. Yesterday we went to the our bee club down in Palm Bay. God, I love that place. They are so cool down there. I had been seeing these raised beds that were down on the property, and I said to DC, I said, "What are they using what are they doing out there with those raised beds?" He said, "Oh, they're growing stuff." I said, "Well, what are they going to do with all the other ones that are standing by themselves?" And he said, "I don't not anything as far as I know." And I said, "Well, are they going to get rid of them, or what are they going to do with them?" He said, "Well, if you want some, just take some." So David and I got some, and I got 2 and David got 2, and I'm going to put them outside the gate. I was going to put them in the garden, but I changed my mind because I think I'm going to use that garden space for my corn and stuff like that, in the middle where the collards are. And so these they're great big huge bed liners for trucks, and I'm going to put the 2x4s to brace them around so that they'll stay, and they'll stay up. So I put one next to or in between the I'm going to do a video on it. I still got to fill the dudes up, but I put one out there in between the Barbados and the starfruit tree, up in between them two. Hopefully that'll keep some of those stinking vines from growing in there, and it'll give it enough shade that possibly I might be able to grow all of my tender vegetables like lettuces and carrots and stuff like that have to grow in the wintertime because it'll have more shade and it'll be more cooler underneath those trees. So, I mean, it does get light down there, but it's dappled light. And I think that it will work really, really good. And then the other one I'm going to put up next to the house here, where I was going to put that other Barbados cherry tree. But I don't think I'm going to put that tree there. I'm going to figure out another place for that tree. So, my nose is itching off. The pollen is going crazy here, guys. And as you can tell, I've been drinking a lot of coffee this morning, so I'm a little bit jazzed up. So what are you guys doing around your places? I know Teresa's been working really hard with that cow, and I'm behind on my videos. I'm catching up today. Right now I've got it paused so I can watch the rest of it. The plant video, I didn't see that one come out. And then I'm going to watch the cow video. Okay, so the bees. This is the deal about the bees, okay? We have not gotten stung when we're harvesting bees. We have not gotten stung. We got stung the night that I decided to go into my hive without a smoker. And I would have gotten bit anyways, because the lid was stuck to the top. They had propylened it up, and I didn't pop it. I didn't take my popper. I just thought, I don't know what I was thinking. I thought it hadn't been long enough for them to glue it down yet, so I thought I could just pry it open. Well, when I did that, I jolted them, and they were already stirred up a little bit because I was going in there, and they stung me. Well, now we have, I have to go in there today later on when it cools down, hopefully, before dark, and take that lid off. I am going to put a hole in the lid that came off of there. I don't know what David did with that lid, though. And put a screen across it so that the bees can't get out the top of that lid, and put some more sugar water on there if they need it. If they don't need it, but see, David took off with the smoker, so I can't even smoke my bees unless I go up to Tractor Supply and buy one, and I may do that too. So, but the bees that we got away are not stinging us at all. This was a hive that was split, and I brought home, that was in the truck, remember? The other hive is doing really well, and they're not even aggressive at all. So I'm really happy with them. Entertaining the kids, too cold and wet to be out. I did order a bunch more seeds. Well, good for you. I'm telling you, we need to grow as much as we can, because to be honest with you, I got this feeling deep down inside me, when all this crap's over with, we're going to see everything skyrocket in price. So I have been, how do you say, working more towards filling the pantry and stuff like that with canned goods and stuff like that. I've used a ton of my mason jars. I'm going to have to use more. I've got on order three or four, I can't remember what I ordered. 3 or 4 cases of the giant, this size canning jars. These half gallon ones, because my church had that awful weevil infestation, and I was able to actually get stuff. Now, I didn't have enough of those jars to fill all those up, but I also filled up these jars, these quart-sized jars. So I thought David was back. That's one of my chickens laying eggs. His ringtone's a chicken barking, bark, bark, barking. Anyways, what was I saying? So I have used quite a bit of ones inside the house. And I've got another big box up above the washer that I need to pull down and fill up. And then I'll have to go out to the shed and start using those. My dad had bees and only got stung very few times. I want to do bees when I quit working. I'm telling you, Teresa, they are so much fun. I mean, so much fun. And it's so amazing what little, I mean, they are a whole community. They all work together and they don't fight unless another bee comes in from another place or something like that. And when somebody dies, they kick them out the front door. Let's see, I need more pint-sized jars. I have plenty of quarts, but have been using the pints more. Yes. Now, I'm really frustrated with myself. I do not know I really want to take myself over and spank myself because I have these things. I might have to order more. I have these things that I use all the time and I don't know what I did with them. I have searched all over. I want to seal every one of these jars that I got from the church, and I can't find the sealer thing. They are the most wonderful tool, and all you do is you put them down on top of the jars, and you plug up your vacuum sealer, and it seals them, and then you don't have to use the rings. I don't think I'll ever have to buy any rings again. But I have all the rings on these right now because the what do you call it? I can't even think right now because I can't find that attachment. And I got two different sizes. One's for a large mouth, which is, you know, this size. And then one's for the regular size. That's for this one, you know, the quart size smallmouth. So I have two of the attachments. Doggone it. I still got coffee. I spilled coffee on my table and got it all over everything. I'm so mad at myself. So let's see. I also want to get a backup jiggler and ring for my canner. Oh, never thought about that. I want to do some canning, but I really haven't had time to do that. I've been doing so much other things, and I think it's important for me to get all these plants in the ground planting. It's time that I could harvest more collard greens, and I could literally can those up. There's a lot of stuff that I could can up. I want to go into the freezer and can everything that I can in there because you never know. They say that they're not going to shut off any power or anything, but if people ain't working, what are they going to do, right? Thank you, Teresa. Usually people start coming in when I'm ready to get off, but I don't have no schedule today, so I'm going to run over maybe just a little bit. I don't know. I'm going to try to get off at 1 because I really got a lot of stuff to do today. But, oh my goodness gracious. It's going to be weird not having the kids. I don't know when she's going to go back to work. Hey, Mary, how are you doing today, honey? I hope you're got some energy and feeling better today. I love collard greens, but I always want cornbread with it and can't have cornbread on the low-carb diet. I'm sorry, babe. You might have to throw that diet out the door if it gets too rough around. I'm late. I just woke up. Huh, that's okay, Brenda. Thanks for joining. So we had a fabulous time at the bee yard. Everybody had to do a double take. They didn't see, they looked at David, didn't know who he was. David's aunt just said that be careful at the gas pumps. That's where they're saying it's giving trouble, but you know, it can happen to anything. I don't want to talk about that stupid stuff. LOL. Well, honestly, the diet has been out the door the last few weeks. Guess it will be a good time. I'm sorry, Teresa. So if it's out the door, you might as well have collard greens and cornbread, right? Mine's been out the door too, to be honest with you. And I was so disappointed because I'm losing weight still, very little bit at a time, but I feel all bloated because I got this belt on. It makes me look like it shows every roll I've got when I've got a dress on or pants on or something. Those rolls go away. I want to get rid of the rolls. I need to do some exercising, but gosh, I don't have any time with all the work that I've been doing, trying to get this house in order, you know. And I want to keep busy while the kids are gone, because I'm telling you, when they're here, I can clean up the living room and have it spotless clean. And I swear they can walk in the door and 10 minutes later, it looks like I ain't done nothing. I don't know how you guys do it with these little kids around. I don't remember having this much trouble with my kids. And I feel sorry for all the moms out there. I don't know about y'all's schools or whatever that the kids actually go to school. My grandkids go to our Christian school at the church, and of course it's the little closed. So she just picked up all of their work for the rest of the year. I think it's for the rest of the year. And she's going to have to do their schoolwork online for the rest of the year. Do you really? That's probably because it's water weight, I think. And because we're moving around better. In the wintertime, we're not moving around as much, I don't think. My grandgirl went home last night. Haha. I think it's just harder for me to clean up now. Aww. Yeah, I'm hoping. Hey, honey. David got on here. He must have stopped somewhere. Are you at Sam's? I need to go to Sam's today. I'm dreading that. I can't remember what I needed. I know I needed butter. Well, then again, no, he hasn't had time to get to his house yet. Oh, he's at Walmart. I wonder which one. Which Walmart are you at? And if you are there, check and see if they've got any of these half-gallon thingies in the canning section. He hates that. Every time he's at a store, I say, honey, will you stop and see if they got such and such and such and such? But I can't get these. I need more of these half gallons. I wish I had bought some. Oh, you're at the Cocoa store. Cool. See if they've got those for me. They're not supposed to come in. Mine aren't supposed to come in until the 25th. That's 2 more days. I hope they deliver them there. I don't know if they're going to deliver them there or deliver them at my house. I have to look at the thing, invoice, and track them maybe. But I didn't know he was going to Walmart. What was I going to say now? He sent me on a squirrel chase, didn't he? So I'm trying to stay buckled in and not go places, but sometimes there's a few things. I wish I knew everything that I needed all at once so that I could go in all at once and get it. So I'm not. Yeah. It was nice though. We went straight down to the bee club, and you know, people weren't really close to each other per se. I mean, they were close, but you know, they got the whole suits and everything on when we were in the actual thing. Now, when we were up on the covered area making the nuke boxes, we were a little bit close, and I did hug one lady that came from Orlando. I think she's from Winter Springs, maybe. Somewhere over there near Orlando area. She's out in the country, and she's really super, super sweet lady. Her name was goodness gracious, now I was in my brain, now it's gone. Really super nice lady. I hope I meet her again. She came over to go in the yard with us, and she said she learned stuff too. And she's got 8 hives at her place. I'm like, that is really, really cool. Now, I don't think I could keep 8 hives here. I wish I could find people that wanted hives. I mean, wanted to set hives at their home so that I could put my hives there. Because I'll gladly go out and get more hives and go and check them at other people's houses too. Because let me tell you something. If I don't have no sugar, I can always use honey. Can I post a site with a Patreon to make your own face mask? Sure, Brenda. Oh, pattern. Patreon. Why did I say Patreon? Yes, you can do that. I don't have a problem with people doing something like that as long as it's not what do you call that? Troll stuff. You know what I'm talking about? I thought about wrapping a scarf around my face if I go to the store, LOL. Hey, I can understand that. My thought process is, if it's my time, I'm going to go, no matter whether it's from a virus or something else. I want to protect myself from getting the virus so that I don't get sick, because I don't want to be sick. Nobody wants to be sick, but I don't want to talk too much about that stuff today. I want it to be more uplifting and see all the cool stuff that we're all doing around our homesteads. Gives us a little bit more chance to knuckle down and figure out what our future is going to be. I said in the beginning of the year, one of my goals was to be more self-sufficient, and it's because of stupid stuff like this that I really want to be that way. Hi, 5M, a little 5M family, farm and outdoors. How are you today? I imagine you're as hot in Texas as we are here. It is now 82 degrees still, but at 1 o'clock it's supposed to go up to 84.
Sorry, I missed that.
Sorry, guys. That's what I get for touching my phone, right? What is the temperature where everybody's out? Are you guys still cold, Brenda? I know Teresa said it's comfortable, nice there, but still soggy everything. It is actually damp and cold today, supposed to get up to the upper 80s this week. Wow. Yeah, it is supposed to here too. In fact, Sunday's supposed to be 91 here. So summer has hit for us. Our spring is in winter. Everything's backwards for us. I very seldom I'm sorry guys, I hit my knee on the table. So it shook everything. I can understand that, Christy. She's saying she is prepared, and she's realized that she needs to be more prepared. I don't think we could ever be prepared totally. There's no way. We are 2 weeks ahead of normal, but still too wet to plant, so I am not doing any good. I'm sorry. My plants that I got started, I'm going to have to start some more because they're drying up too fast and I've got to get them in the ground. The corn needs to be planted really badly. I was working on the garden today. I had David weed whacked some of the stuff down, and I was digging up the what do you call them? I have sawgrass out there, so it's a pain in the behind me. So I am going to put down some, I've got boxes that I got from the church, and they're Amazon boxes from their stuff that they ordered, and I'm going to put that down and start planting in the ground, in the garden, the corn and stuff like that. This is a website that put this pattern out, wanting people to make face masks to donate. But you could still use the pattern for your own mask. True. Cool. Thank you for putting that up. I've had to water every single day because it's so dry. We started seeds indoors this year and planted onions in the ground about a month ago. Not sure when we will get everything else in the ground. I mean, mud pit. Yeah, that's what a lot of people are having trouble with their mud and everything this year. Um, Brenda's got mud problems, and so does Teresa. So I can't remember if Holly has mud problems too. And Christy's in Alabama, right, Christy? Don't you have mud problems there too? So I'm having trouble with my rabbits getting them to mate and have babies. I'm hoping that this time around that I will have a whole bunch of babies, but we shall see. I mated both of the female rabbits on this side, and I mated the big rabbit too just before that. So I've got all three females have been mated. Oh yes, I'm so that tickled me so much that you won that that water filter, Brenda. That is so cool. I know you need it right away too. Play the rabbits some mood music. Oh, I played them. They did their business, but whether or not they actually have babies, I don't understand it. But see, with rabbits, when it's really super hot, they are sterile. So, and we really didn't have any cool weather. I mean, I tried to make them in the cool weather, but they didn't do it. I don't know how they get them mated. And my quails are having laying eggs. I ate them all, but I need to start pulling them and hatching them out. But we're not getting enough to hatch at one time, so I want to get a whole bunch of quails hatched out too. Oh, okay. That's cool. I'm glad you told them that. I didn't know they weren't going to town at all. I wonder how they do that because I know they have post office box that they have to go and check too. I know they don't get mail at their home. I finally just I'm not even worried about it anymore. If you know what, somebody gives me a hard time or they come here to do that SWAT thing or whatever, I am just going to be like, whatever, you know. You can see what I have. I don't have nothing. And I ain't hurt nobody. So hopefully it won't give me a heart attack if they do that. I think that's what they're wanting is people to have injuries or heart trouble or something like that. Is why they do that stuff. So, but I'm not going to worry about it. God protects me. So I got rid of my post office thingy. Well, I never paid for it. So on the next round, because I just didn't have money and I haven't had the time or the thought at the time when I have the time to go there and give them back their keys. They've charged me for them anyway, so whatever. Um, and I just think that's another way for them to hold my stuff. And it takes away, it'll take away, if they make big post offices and stuff like that, it could take away the carrier's ability to deliver and make money too, which I wasn't thinking. I don't know if you guys know it, but a lot of carriers get paid by how many houses they have, how much mail they deliver all the time. So you don't want to get rid of your mail coming to your house, because that's how, like, my sister's a postal worker in Merritt Island, and she gets paid by how much mail she delivers, which is kind of sad. Anyone on here have videos about making bread or biscuits? Want to sit down and make some goodies with the kiddos? I'll tell you who makes the most beautiful bread I've ever seen is 7D Farm. I don't think she has any recent videos, but she has videos of all kinds of bread. And let me tell you, speaking from firsthand knowledge, her bread is delicious. I don't know if you're acquainted with her or not, but she has a channel, and she hasn't been putting anything up recently, but still, yes, that's it. 7D Farm. And her name is Sherry, and she is a wonderful, wonderful cook. She cooks things, bakes things, and she does a lot of it on a wood-burning stove, too. So you can learn a lot from her. I love, love, love her. I have watched her for a couple of years. Unfortunately, she's not been making any videos. So, but she goes to the she has a place where she actually goes and sells all her stuff too. So we have one of Lee making biscuits, an older video. You would have to look back. He makes very good biscuits. Yeah, I love making biscuits. I don't know if I have any biscuit making. I don't think I have done that. I'll have to do that. It's a good. I need to start doing more cooking videos. I made biscuits this morning. So I cheated though. I used Bisquick. But I do love making homemade biscuits and stuff like that. I need to make some pies and stuff like that to freeze. But I have what is it called? I have apples and stuff that I get from the produce stand at a really, really wonderful price. I got 6 Granny Smith apples the other day, and they only had a little teeny spot where they had been. I can tell you why that bruise was there. When they were boxed up, they were laying on top of each other, and they had more pressure than that, and it gave them a little teeny bruise. If you buy a bag of apples at the store, premium apples that you're spending a fortune on, you're going to pay a fortune. And I'm going to tell you that I believe it was 40-something cents, so I'm going to say 50 cents, just because it may have been 49 cents, but they were under 50 cents for 6 apples. Check out your produce stands and get to know those people, because they, if you don't grow it yourself, they will give you deals when you get to know them, and they'll give you things too sometimes. Like my produce stand, I go in there and I say, hey, do you got any scraps? I get to take home all these wonderful scraps from my chickens and rabbits and stuff like that. And that's part of my feed bill, that I get to save money on. So um, even with my garden, the leaves that I took off the very bottom of the um, collard greens, I give them to the rabbits. All of my stems, when I'm cooking up collards, all of my stems, I give those to the rabbits. That all helps with the feed bill. And you can I literally think that we could grow food for our animals. That's one of the things that I want to do in the future now, because David has a grinder. I can grow corn throughout the yard throughout the whole year. I can grow corn here all year round because of the weather being warm, you know. Um, Now it may get too hot for it sometimes, but I can grow it. Now I don't have a great deal of space, so I have to grow it away from each other sometimes. But I'm going to try to get some type of I'm going to find out from Baker's Creek what the best corn is to grow for animals, and start growing that too, so that I can grind it for my chickens. And I would never give you never want to give corn though to rabbits, but I can grind it for the chicken and the quail to help with their food. And believe it or not, quail love fruits and vegetables, and I mean, they go nuts on cucumbers. Now they don't usually eat the rind, but I slice them in half and lay them in there, and they love them, and they're really great for giving them more moisture, because it's so hot here, and they have to drink a lot and stuff. It helps them digest and stuff like that. Freeze the leaf, not freeze the loaf, not load. Huh. Okay, so I missed something. I'm reading. I missed a lot of stuff. I bought some more bread, flour, and yeast. I need to stop being lazy and practice. Well, Christy, I've got 3 bread machines, and I am going to start making some bread more because I don't want to fire up the oven and heat up the house even more. So I'm going to use the bread machines. I will be looking for that video. Duncan, I will check it out. Cool. I also have recipe on how to make beer bread. Ooh, that sounds good, Brenda. I think I've seen that one. No, maybe I haven't seen a video. Somebody did it was a beer chicken thing. My mind wanders. Question: if I make bread, it most likely will make several loaves. Do you freeze the dough or the load once you cook it? The loaf if you cook it. You can do it either way. It's better if you. I think personally, it's better if you freeze the bread after it's made. Wow. Yeah, I have seen people use a toaster oven to make bread. I used to help a fellow that was in his 90s over on, I need to call him and find out how he's doing. Anyways, he lives over on Cocoa Beach, and he he would make his bread in a toaster oven. Beer bread tastes just like yeast bread without all the work. I keep packages of yeast around all the time because we use it on ants to kill ants naturally instead of I just sprinkle it around because I want to say that the yeast is really inexpensive at Sam's, and I do need to get some more, but because I think I only have two packages left. It comes in packages like this, and you just measure out what you need. But I buy it. This is not in the refrigerator. I buy it for ants. I usually keep it in the freezer if I'm going to use it to make bread and stuff with, so that it doesn't go bad. But I literally want to change the way that I deal with food. I want to can what I can that's in the freezer. And I want to use the freezer space to hold things like this that will go bad. I could also put that in jars, I think, but it's so warm here, you want to definitely keep it in a cool place. That's why I keep it in that cabinet over there, just in case. But now, this is something else about freezing bread, because I go to the bread store all the time when it is opened, and I buy bread and different things for the kids because I can't eat it. You will keep it, it will keep better if you freeze it without anything else on it. If you freeze bread, you can stack it in stacks and freeze it that way, but don't allow a bunch of stuff to get around it when it's actually freezing, because it changes the bread somehow. I don't know how to explain it. It makes the outside tougher. Now, when I made my own bread and froze it, I wrapped it in paper towels before I put the plastic on it to freeze it. I have a quart jar of yeast in the fridge, but I buy it in bulk at the Amish store. Cool. Yeah, that's what I do. I buy my yeast at the in bulk at the Sam's, because we don't have no Amish here. We don't have, it's funny. We don't have Mennonites, Amish, any of those farm communities. We do have trying to think of what their name is, We do have a community outside of 95, and I can't remember. Ginger, that's enough. Go lay down. Not by me. I can't stand chewing. I can't stand a chewing dog, and she's chewing. I'm going to have to give her a bath. She's got all dirty with the dust and the stuff. Don't look at me like that. I'm upset with you. I'm really mad at you. She got out this morning, out of the backyard, and took the puppy down the road with her. So they're both now on my list of I don't like you very much. I don't know where I was talking about now. So I'm also doing all the dehydrating that I can with anything that I can. I wanted to go, that's what I wanted to go to Sam's for. I want to go to Sam's and see if they have mushrooms. I want to dehydrate some mushrooms. And I just want to fill up on the stuff that I know that I use and will use and get it canned up and dehydrated up and not have to worry about those outlandish prices that I know that food is going to go up, guys. So if you can grow it, grow it. If you can make it, because processed food is really going to go, and fresh food's going to go really high. I know it. I just do. From experience in the past. Hey Patty, how's it going, honey? I've been outside in the garden all day too. I'm finally cooling down. I was hot as a firecracker when I came in here. Literally sweating to death and red, but I still got to go outside and go back to it. When we have hurricanes here and things shut down, I've always noticed that the food goes up every single time. So, just saying, I'm concerned about it. There'll be things that I probably will not be buying. I have thought about buying some cheese and stuff like that to stock up on that, but that'll have to go in the freezer, and I don't want anything. I don't want to have to worry about the stuff in the freezer in case we lose electricity. So what are you planting in the garden? Are you planting anything, Patty, or are you just digging around? When I did my normal shopping running Friday, you couldn't find a frozen pizza, but the fresh vegetables were in abundance. Wow. Now, I'm going to tell you, let's see, what day was it? I think it was Saturday. I went into the marketplace, which is a part of, it's like a Walmart, but it's only grocery store down in Melbourne. I went in there with my daughter, and a lot of stuff was bare. But when I went in there yesterday, it was filling back up again. So they're filling it up just as fast, I think. I had to go in there yesterday because I didn't have any canned tomatoes. I'm so glad my tomatoes are coming in. See, I've always used fresh, and I've always used my stuff. I've never really, I should go through some of that stuff that's outdated over there, those cans, and see if there's any tomatoes through there. But I want to make chili, and I had to buy tomato cans. Picking up sticks and eating rhubarb blossoms. No, redbud blossoms. with grandson trying to wear him out for a nap. Oh, with artisan bread dough in the fridge, you can make your own pizza. We have a local farmer who opened a small produce stand. I'm trying to support local, so we have been buying from him. Good deal. I'm glad to hear that. Now, you were talking about bread. If you can make a bread starter too, that is a really cool, fast, and easy way to make bread. And you can make all kinds of things with that starter. You can make pumpernickel bread. You can make chocolate bread. You can make cheese bread. You can make pizza with it. It tastes different, but there's a ton of things for you to make with that if you can get a sourdough starter. And you can check the internet. They have all kinds of recipes and stuff for starting it. I want to say, I even think that Sherry had a recipe for starting your own starter too on her thing. If she doesn't have one, trying to think, who else did I see make starter dough bread? Was it maybe Patty Alderman at Alderman's Farms? Brenda, if you have the ability to do that, can you put that up for me? Alderman's Farms. Yes. Thank you, Christy. She has a lot of bread stuff too. She does a lot of bread baking too. But yeah, we even had at one time, David got a I can't think of the name of it, but you make your matzo balls and your mixture up so that you can make taco shells and stuff like that. It's a press that squeezes them and makes them, and then you fry them up. He got that for me, but he's got it at his house to make some stuff up. I may have to get that, make some shells and stuff like that. I watch a lot of video stuff on making pita bread and all kinds of neat type of breads that are literally easy to do. Yes, I thought so, Patty. Thank you. Yes, I knew she. Yeah, I thought she made sourdough breads. So there's a lot of cool channels. The more you get out there and know who's who and stuff like that, you can learn a lot of stuff from them. 5M Farm, Family Farm. That's a lot. That's a mouthful to say. I'm going to just say 5M if that's okay with you. Thank you, Brenda. Appreciate you putting that up for me. So, I'm trying to think. I hope that you go and check out Sherry's channel though, because I want to say she even made crackers on her channel one time. She has made a ton of stuff. Cinnamon rolls, all kinds of beautiful, delicious stuff. There are a lot of recipes on Pinterest also. True. You look at shortening in your name? Okay. Yeah, because that's a mouthful to say when I'm trying to talk to you. I don't know what your first name is, though. I could call you by your first name, but I try to um, say names sometimes like Brenda and Teresa and Patty and Christy and everybody. I say their first name, but when there's new people in, I try to say your screen name, your channel name, because I think it gets people to look more towards knowing you. So I made up some chilies and stuff like that and froze them. I really wanted to can the stuff, but I haven't had the time to can it. So I went ahead and laid them flat on a cookie sheet and froze them and put them in the freezer. So I'll be using those first. But I really would like to can up the rest of these beans that I have. I have like 3 bags of pintos left and a bag of northern beans, and I've got some lentils that need to be made up, different things. I've never really used lentils, so I need to look up and find out what you can make with lentils. And I don't want to can them or, pressure can them if I'm not going to use them for anything. But I do know that lentils are really good to make the bags, the cloth bags that go around your neck and stuff for pain that you put in the microwave. So I may just go ahead and make up those. I've been wanting to do some sewing, but I have so much chaos going on all the time that I don't get much chance to sew. Yeah, you have seen them in soup a lot. I don't know. I can't. It's been so long since I've had them. I know that we used to eat them in the 9-bean soups and stuff like that. So I may mix them up in some of the other beans too. I hate to see them go to waste. But I had already had beans here, pinto beans. So I need to get those pressure canned. It's hard to do. It's hard to think. You think, okay, I don't want to make this video because everybody makes video on this and that kind of thing. But look, I just realized just by the statements that are said here today that I need to make some videos on some things, whether it seems like our everyday stuff for us. Other people that are coming into our communities need to learn these things. Now, I also would like to go to the butcher and get some pig fat and make some lard up for myself. Has anybody on here done that? I know that Danny and Wanda have done it, and I just wonder if you guys have actually done it. Yes, that's true. Everybody does have a little different way of doing things. Oh, did you? Did you soak them before you gave them to the chickens, or did you just give them like they are? Hello, Douglas. How are you today? Nice having you in here. I made lard all the time. Oh, do you really? That is so cool, Brenda. You're going to have to talk to me about that. I've never rendered lard. I've seen it done a ton of times. All I've seen them do is pretty much put it in a crock pot and let it cook down and cook down and cook down. Hey Susan, how are you this afternoon? Nice having you come in and visit. So that's one of the things that's been on my mind to start making up. But because it's so hot here, lard goes bad really, really easily. It's easier if you can grind it, but cook it low and slow. Yeah, David's got that grinder. I don't know if he uses it to grind the he makes our quail food. I want to get a meat grinder though. But you can it can be used for meat too, I believe. I could be speaking out of turn. I don't see him on here anymore, so I don't know if he's listening or not. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. Appreciate that. So about pretty much what's going on is those new beds that I'm going to be making too out here. Got to figure out how to get the dirt, where to get the dirt from. And I need some logs to go in there. David told me he could help hook me up with logs. I want to put oak logs or something like that, but I know it's not toxic. He took some logs from my mom's house, but I don't know if they're toxic or not. Oh, thank you, Teresa. Yeah, I'm totally blown away that I'm actually growing again, and it's answered a prayer because those of you know I can't work anymore, and I need YouTube to work out to where not just I'm having fun with my friends. I'm hoping that it can also be of a little help financially too. I got to get my hours in and my people in so that even in my case, even if I make $100 a month with YouTube, it will be a blessing for me because then I might be able to pay my bills. Let's see here. I also render chicken fat. It's called Schmitzel. I don't know how to pronounce that. It makes the best fried potatoes. Well, Brenda, I tried really hard to get. I wanted to do the same thing with my chickens when I harvested them, but we didn't get any fat from them. None whatsoever. So how do you find fat? All of those meat birds that we did, I'm going to tell you right now, the fat on those birds wouldn't have filled up that much at the bottom of this coffee mug. I've heard it makes really, really, really good eating. Sherry taught me about chicken fat. It is good for fried taters. Cool. Chicken skins. I don't like chicken skins. You get fat from older chickens. Oh, okay. So I guess whenever I harvest my chickens again, I'll just have to make me a little bag and pull the stuff off and put it in a separate bag or something. Hey James, how's it going? I don't know if you've seen that hubby of mine. Well, he's not my husband. My other half. My hubby. Whatever you guys want to call him. David's beardless. He cut his beard off. Render the chicken skins. It has fat in it. Oh. Okay. So I'll have to save the chicken skins to do that, I guess. He was getting hung up really bad in the bee suit, James, and the beard was getting caught in the zipper and everything. It was frustrating him. And then, because of that, he got stung on the face twice through the beard. Let me show you a picture. We did a video of it. It was really cool, though. That's what he looks, beardless. Isn't that crazy? Sorry, guys, my hands are filthy from being outside digging in the garden this morning. And I washed them, but they didn't come clean. And I'm going back out there, so I ain't going to scrub them too much. Isn't that crazy? I hate it. I hate it. You better grow it back again. Now, I've seen him without the beard, a lot. But I've never seen him in over 30 years without the mustache. And I can't remember why he shaved that mustache off that time. There was a reason why I shaved it off, but for the most part, the whole time we've known each other, he's had a beard or a goatee or something on his face and always a mustache. I mean, it wasn't even a week that he was without the mustache. Let's see here. No, we're not getting married again, Teresa. Oh, Christy, it's on his channel showing her cutting it off. Yeah, you guys can put that up if you want to. Good video on the beef. Yeah, I can't wait to watch that. I have it up ready to watch as soon as I get off of here. Looks like a total different person. Yes, he does. And you know what's really freaky about it, Christy? He looks just like his father. I don't want to kiss his father. His father's passed away many years, but when I see him, I don't want to kiss Tom. I want to kiss David. Yeah, it's a good idea to cut them off for now. I agree with you. I just can't get over it. Now, I will say, how do I say this? That doesn't sound weird. I got pretty much whatever I wanted from his father. If I asked his father for something, he pretty much helped me out. Now, if I asked him to go to the store and do something, he would definitely do it for me. Um, he was very, very, very helpful. He helped me with the kids. Too, he would take my son every single weekend to the grocery store with him to feed the ducks. I mean, him and Brian were inseparable. Um, Unfortunately, we lost him to ALS and Lou Gehrig's disease, however you guys know it by. Wonderful, wonderful man. Died way too early. I want to say he was 62 or something like that when he died. But he was very good to me. And let me tell you, I've got David and his brothers out of a lot of trouble because they didn't have any girls. And me being the only girl around, I got my way pretty much a lot. I am doing pretty good right now. Health-wise, really good. I am having some issues with my sinuses because of working with the bees. I think I'm allergic to the smokers. Every single time we smoke something, I get problems with my nose and problems with my throat. So, that's just part of it, right? I have been taking Claritin again. I didn't want to do that, but I have been doing that. I need I think we all need mod lessons. We should do that. We should do a class on mod lessons. Because I need to do that. The only thing I know to do when I'm a moderator is say hello to everybody and welcome them in and, asking them how they are and stuff like that. So I definitely need to know how to pull up things and the right videos and stuff like that. Because I don't know how to do any of that. Yes, and the pollen, that's another thing. Pollen is so crazy here. My truck is black and it looks like it's almost orange sometimes with how much. And not just the pollen, the nectar. I parked my truck underneath the mango tree and I have little teeny dots of sugar all over my windows. Let's see. Things here in my state are good in some instances. They have shut down all the beaches, but I've heard that people are still, going there. They can't keep you totally off the beach because there's resorts and stuff that are open to the beach. They're trying to shut down different things. Like we have a place called the Sandbar. So they're cutting the parks down so that you can't go out there. They're making people stay off the Sandbar where they take their boats out and park their boats, and they're really close together. A lot of them get together out there and drink and carry on. So they're cutting that out. And my son still has 2 charters this week. Praise God, because they can't lose business. I mean, they won't be able to make it if they're totally shut down. I think he can still get out through the public boat ramps, but that's how he makes his living, is through chartering people to go fishing and stuff like that. So hopefully he'll be able to do that. I guess maybe he'll have to go out of Cape Canaveral. I just don't know how he's going to manage, but he'll manage. He's a good kid, and he will find a way to provide for his family. So what that is what I worry about small business having to close down. Yeah. Hey, hi Ozark Mountain. I'm just, if you've come in and I haven't said hi to you, hi. I'm a little tongue-tied there. Nap time, gotta go. Okay, Patty, thanks for joining us, honey. I'm gonna get off here pretty soon anyways. But yeah, it's been I still see a ton of people on the streets driving to and from places. Now, the restaurants here, you're not allowed to, I believe they've made it to where you can't go inside. We don't eat out, so I haven't tried to eat anywheres. You can do, they are doing drive-through still, so you can and pick up and delivery stuff. And the groceries or stores are still open and stuff like that. So not everything's shut down, if you want to say shut down. You know, the businesses, our whole church is shut down for different activities and school and church activities and stuff like that. We did it online. Oh, it was so wonderful to be able to see my pastor and do that online service Sunday morning. I'm believing that they're going to be doing all of our church services online for the time being, just to keep everybody safe. You know, I don't know if our secretary is going to still be in there to be able to do any food donations or anything like that, or anything. So the pantry may be shut down totally until you know they can see. I haven't talked to Jody, and I'll have to ask her about that. Yes, and that is so cool. I'm just amazed that we have the technology to be able to do that and get the word out. Yes, I was ugly crying. I was glad. I know that you guys were on Deep South, and I was crying too. I'm glad nobody could see me. And the same with my pastor. I just bawled because it still makes me feel like I'm connected to the people that I love. Well, guys, I am going to get off of here and call it a day. I've got a ton of work to do out there. Hopefully I'll get some videos made up for you guys. And I'll be catching up on some videos too. So if I'm a little bit behind on my video watching, if I haven't seen something, and let's just say this, I'm sorry guys if I don't always comment anymore. I'm watching so many channels that I can't always comment on everybody's thing, but let you know that I love and watch you guys all the time, and I appreciate you guys coming to watch me I hate crying in front of people, but I couldn't help it yesterday. I know what you're talking about. I hate crying too, where people see me. That's why, I was given flack when my daughter died, because I come home and lock myself up in the house, and I didn't want to see anybody or do anything because I need to get it out. And I don't like doing that kind of display. Um, and I get teared up sometimes, but I just don't like it. I don't want nobody seeing me like that. 'Cause I am ugly when I cry. I seen your bee video. Thanks for sharing that. Aw, thank you. I have a ton of bee video stuff. I wanted to do it spread out, and I'm struggling. Me and Teresa's trying to get this computer working here to where I can actually. I've got so much footage from this one particular lady. I may just have to go ahead and put that from my phone to upload it to YouTube, because I can't upload it to the computer. It's 30 minutes long. And this lady has so much information on insects and stuff like that, on keeping your bees protected and all that. I will not be able to edit any of it, though. That's the only thing. That's why I haven't put it up yet. But I appreciate you looking at the videos. Thank you, Christy. I'm glad it lifted your spirits. And I'm thinking about doing more live streams, but I think 2 is good for me for right now. Same here. I listen while working a lot and can't always comment. Yes, thank you, Teresa. Have a great day and God bless to all. Yep, thank you guys, and I'll see you next time. Actually, next time is Wednesday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Put it up anyway. The bee info is great. Can you make it into a couple of videos? I wanted to do that, but I'm afraid that I will lose it by doing that with my phone. I don't want to erase it. So I'll have to watch it in its entirety and see what I can do. I don't know. I'll talk at you later. Bye now. Oh, it didn't.